This week's podcast is a really exciting one for out there, and it's something close to my heart because if I look at a sausage roll in winter, I put kilos on. We're going to talk about how to avoid weight gain in winter.
Yeah.
And the yepper there is Tatiana, Nutritionist. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Let's rip in on this one.
Welcome to the Body Science Podcast. As always, the information contained in this podcast is for the information purposes only and is not designed to diagnose or be prescriptive to treat, prevent, or manage any injury, disease, or other health-related condition.
Welcome to Body Science HQ, the world fit, happy and healthy. And we're just going to throw out a big one here. It's cold right now, and we're going to talk about how to avoid weight gain during winter. How are you, Tatiana?
I'm good, how are you?
Look, I think we should throw out before we start, just tell us a little bit about your background so anyone listening goes, okay, she knows what she's talking about.
All right, so I have a Bachelor here in Australia, Bachelor of Public Health in Nutrition and Health Promotion, then a Master's in Nutrition and Dietetics, and a Master's in Public Health.
Nice. So you've been busy.
Yeah, I've been busy.
So why have you done so many Masters and not a PhD?
I'm working towards it.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
It's a long journey by the sound of it. So look, we're going to talk about how to avoid weight gain in winter.
Yeah.
Is this like 3 easy steps and you've created the miracle pathway here, or are we just going to look at some options? What are we talking about?
It's pretty easy. I think we need to understand first why we usually put on weight in winter.
Because you can wear a big baggy jumper.
Yeah. Well, everyone thinks that, or everyone thinks they just get a bit lazy, or they lose control over their food, but there's reasonings behind it. You said that, like, you straight away you talked about winter, you talked about a sausage roll. Do you know why?
I love sausage rolls. They don't love me, but I love sausage rolls.
Well, in winter, so the first reason is we end up eating more in winter, and that's because our body spends more energy to keep our body warm because it's cold outside.
Mm-hmm.
And that triggers us snacking on higher energy foods. So that's your sausage rolls, so like high fat and high carbohydrate foods.
Yep.
So that's normal. I don't know if you noticed, but if you come out of the surf and you've been cold for a while and you don't eat for the first 10 minutes, you're going to start craving sausage rolls and hot chips and like the warm
comfort foods.
High density, high calorie foods.
So it's about planning, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's about embracing your cravings and not letting your body get to that point where the craving is out of control. The second reason is that we end up moving less. So we wake up later, we have to go to bed earlier because there's no sunlight anymore. And our body also tries to conserve energy, so you end up trying to move less. It's not because you're just being lazy and it's cold and it's nice to be on the couch with a blanket. It's a normal mechanism of our body to just save energy so we can heat up our body. The third reason is that fat tissue actually protects our body from the cold. So it's normal for our body to try to put on more fat tissue to protect our body from the cold. So yeah, it's the three main reasons. So my main point here is it's not a bad thing to put on weight in winter. It's normal. So I don't want anyone to feel shame for that or feel embarrassed or think they're lazy or they're overeating. It's a normal process. What I don't want it to happen is that people wait until close to summer to weigh an amount of weight that is not reasonable. It's unhealthy and is unsustainable. So,
and what's a healthy amount of weight loss leading into summer?
Ideally, we'll be losing 1 to 2 kilos a month. Yeah, so that's the thing. If you put on 5 kilos during winter and when you have to take the jump off, you're like, oh no, I need to lose 10 kilos now, not 5 anymore. You're just gonna set yourself to fail because it's not enough time, and that's that snowball effect, because you go through summer trying to lose weight and talking about summer body, and then you get to winter and you put on the weight again. So we're just trying to avoid that. So I have a few tips.
Let's hear them.
All right. So first one is to keep your body warm, so your body's not struggling to create the energy to heat itself up.
So it's not giving you the impulses that you should go eat comfort foods.
Exactly.
Yep.
So wake up and have like a nice warm cup of tea or have a thermogenic supplement. That's what I do. And when you're at home, say you get up early in the morning to go for a workout, wake up and put some warm clothes on until you get ready to leave to the gym, and then you can put your gym clothes on.
So say someone's going for a run, and let's talk Queensland where cold is 10 degrees.
Yeah.
So jumps up in the morning, puts a singlet on, goes out to run. That's not a good move.
No, warm yourself up first. Make sure your body's warm, and then you can start your day. Because if you start cold, once you are higher risk of injuries and infection, chest infections, and all of that. You know all about it. But just warm yourself up first so your body's not struggling from the beginning. Because otherwise, you're going to get home and you're going to be starving. You're going to lose control of your cravings over the day.
Nice, okay.
The second one is consume thermogenic foods. So they're the foods that will increase heat production in your body naturally. So I'm talking ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, thermogenic supplements. Again, they really work.
Wow, I'm going to say it. Shred Ultra Advanced. Wow.
It actually works. It's what I have in the morning.
I can't believe she didn't drop the name then. Seriously.
Sorry. Well, we have our hydroxyburn shred as well. It works really well. So we have 2 of them here. Green tea, coffee, they're all thermogenic foods as well. High protein foods also increase temperature in your body. It keeps you fuller for longer as well. And yeah, just trying to get those thermogenic foods in.
So stay warm.
Stay warm.
Thermogenic based foods, or also use a thermogenic.
Yep, supplement.
I sell those, so I'm going to say that. What's your next step?
Eat well throughout the day. So instead
what does eat well throughout the day mean? Like seriously?
It means that last night you got a bit cold. You didn't eat properly during the day, and you got home and you had hot chips, chocolate, and chips.
I didn't know you're at my place. No, we didn't have that. My wife would never let me do that.
Had pizza, hot chips and chocolate, and then today you're feeling guilty and you're starving yourself until 12. You have a little salad for lunch, and when you get to dinner, you're losing control again. And you're going to get home, you're not going to have energy to exercise, so it's just a snowball effect.
That's a terrible cycle to fall into.
I know, but that's what everyone gets into.
How quickly do you fall into that cycle?
Very quickly. As soon as your body's cold, trying to warm up, needing energy to function during the day, is going to start craving the high energy foods, which is sugar and fat.
And you know what I just want to say here, and you brought this up, we have just dropped a whole lot of new hoodies. If anyone's looking, find bodyscience.com.au and check out the new apparel.
Just stay warm.
I know that's not what you wanted me to say, but I just thought there's a golden opportunity. I'm going to drop that in there.
The socks are pretty good as well. I get into them first thing in the morning. Otherwise, I don't get to swimming.
Yeah.
Increase protein intake as well. So protein will keep you full.
Let's just step back. You just talked about you're a triathlete. You're swimming in the mornings.
Yeah.
How are you getting past that? Obviously, you can be warm leading into swimming. You hit the pool. They're not overly heated.
Yeah.
How are you getting out of that vicious cycle? Tell us how we do it. What you just talked about how I'm cold, once I'm cold, all these.
I get home. So I wake up and I have a nice warm tea. I have my thermogenic. I go into swimming. I get out of the pool and I try to have something warm straight away. That's the other thing that I was going to talk about. Food. Well, I crave chocolate and it's normal. So what I make is I make a protein shake. I warm hot chocolate with our protein and our coffee. So like a mocha sort of thing. But I'm embracing, I know I'm going to crave that. So I know I'm craving
You're not
warm
hiding
food.
from it. It's part of your...
Exactly. Yeah. Just try to adapt to it. So I get home and the first thing I do is that. If I try to not eat for an hour or two to whatever, I'll lose a bit more weight. I'm going to end up eating a lot more once my body starts to struggle. Yeah.
Oh, so you get out of the pool, you're having a protein drink with a clean coffee and
the
some chocolate.
Chocolate protein. Yeah. The chocolate caramel protein, so good. Or the salted
caramel. You're plant-based too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's plant-based with the coffee.
So I just
and
heat
with
that
hot
up.
Water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just heat that up.
Tastes all right?
It's delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So increase your protein intake as well is really
throughout
important. Yeah, throughout the day. Yeah. So eating enough carbohydrate, fat and protein, but especially protein because will keep you fuller for longer. So your body is getting the signal that you are fed and you don't have to crave
that you're fat or you're fed.
You have been fed, sorry.
Fed. Sorry, no, that's all right. I just wanted to clarify that because you're looking at me when you said you're fat. But I've just realised you're saying when you're fed.
No, your body will get the signal that you've been fed and you won't crave those high energy foods. Fed, yeah. And the last thing is stay active. I know it's hard to stay active. That means you're probably going to have to wake up before the sun and you're going to start moving when it's still really cold. But it's important to keep that consistency because...
And when you say consistency, give us a number.
Well, in summer, you're getting up at 4:30 and you're going for a run at 5. Exactly.
It's easy to do.
Yeah. So it's about trying to keep that same structure.
And what are the guidelines for you people in public health these days in relation to activity?
Physical activity, still 30 minutes a day of moderate, 6 days a week.
Wow, your eyes are telling me that's not enough just quietly. You've just looked me in the eyes and gone, you can train way more than that.
I just think it's a really hard guidelines and I think that's why everyone needs to look for a professional. It's the public health guidelines are usually not great because...
Mass population.
Yeah, and who tells someone what moderate moderate is. Like some people might go for a walk and they think that's moderate, but that's not quite it. So it's really difficult. But stay active is really important. And then you're going to use this extra energy that your body's spending to keep you warm. You're going to end up burning more calories during the day, and you can actually lose weight instead of putting on that weight.
And also makes that getting ready for summer a lot easier.
Exactly. Like you're not trying to lose way too much weight before summer.
Nice. Well, Tatiana, is that it for how to manage weight gain during winter?
Yeah.
So really quick summary there. Stay warm.
Thermogenic foods.
Plan your food.
Yep. Eat well during the day.
And stay active.
That
doesn't sound too hard at all.
No, it's not hard at all.
That's gold. So look, this podcast today was brought to you by Shred Ultra Advanced. It's the new thermogenic nootropic from Body Science, and it's available in store now.